Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you're tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel as you watch throughout the video. Today, we are up $870, and it was a pretty decent day. And I'm very grateful to be able to come in here every day, and within this first hour, 9:30 to 10:30 of the market open, be able to see gains. It's really impressive and it's really insane that this space even exists. So, I'm pretty grateful. And I'm talking like this because, today throughout the video, I felt like I was complaining a lot. And, it's because I was very frustrated, emotional. And so today's recap's topic is going to be about handling and managing frustration as we're day trading. We are human beings. At times there will be distractions. What makes us human is the fact that we are not perfect. And we're in a field where, perfection seems to be what's necessary or required to, excel to levels that are, somewhat insane, right? Insane, really and truly. So the first thing here is to understand that there's only what is, right? And what is true, what is reality here is that you know day trading is a field where nothing is essentially 100%. That in itself can give us a sigh of relief, and we can breathe, right? Understand that nothing is 100%, and so sometimes even the best quality trades will not work out. We will miss trades. Opportunity will cost. You'll be watching something else makes a move. These are all part of the game of trading. It is our reality here. So, the first thing we have to do is accept what's going on, right? Accept the accept the fact that, okay, you know what? Today I'm trading and I am a little distracted. This particular situation that might have happened outside of the market or elsewhere is affecting my trading. And so the first thing to do is accept and acknowledge what is going on, what is happening to you. And from there, you can start to plan and manage accordingly. Because, we have to know ourselves as traders. You have to know what gets you, what triggers you, what gets you, off your center. We must, we must stay in that Goldilocks zone, not being too high, not being too low, but being just right. And so if we're thrown off our center, that's where we can start to really make a lot of mistakes, and we get that negative outcome. So today was a day where I'm trading, I'm distracted, I'm frustrated, and I missed a few patterns. Got even more frustrated. Right, I'm frustrated from something outside of the market as I'm coming in. I tried my best waking up to just hey, let's go, but sometimes things happen. So along the way, I continued to recognize this frustration and I put it in its place. Stayed in check. And that allowed me to finish this day green. I didn't get too aggressive. I didn't overtrade and give back a huge gain at the end. Kept my cool. Once the momentum was done, I was out of here. So let's take a look at a few of the stocks that we traded here today. Stocks GCTK and I believe GFRI are the two that we're going to look at. Yeah, GFAI rather. GFAI. We're going to look at these two and then we're going to shut it down. For GCTK, I believe, matter of fact, GFAI, we have footage which we'll review, but let's talk about GCTK here first. So the bulk of my gains are going to come as this thing is pulling away over here and it's surging up. Right, we initially had a nice break of $2 down here. So in this incline here is where I really did my best. Right, break of 2 over the 200 EMA, and from there we pull back, we get new highs, and the stock really and truly does its thing. We pull back here for 260, dips down and continues higher. And so, Relentless Trader, what are the edges and patterns that you were trading here? Well, the edges and patterns that I always trade. 1 minute candles to make the new high. The baby pullback. The 3-bar play, right? The bull flag, right? The bull flag setup, right? We didn't have any wedge patterns or huge ABC patterns, right? ABCD patterns rather. But when we zoom out and we do have some more context, we'll see that this entire thing here was one, and I guess we can say a bit of a wedge right before it did get going. Uh, Consolidation and then the squeeze and the breakout. And so yeah, those are the patterns that I was trading, right? Panic flushes. And again, in this incline here is where we really and truly did the best. First move was pretty good, right? And even right here, we had a small wedge as well. So those are the patterns that I'm looking at as we are, moving up and pushing higher. Throughout the live streams, I won't always say which pattern I'm looking at, but between the candlesticks and level 2, it's almost second nature at this point, right? But I will, moving forward, I will keep in mind to shout out the pattern, right? Hey, I'm looking at this ABCD. Hey, I'm looking at this bull flag. So GCTK, $468, not bad. GFAI, the other stock that we looked at, this one here is going to be a red to green, and in this particular situation, a V-shaped red to green. So we sold off, and it surges back up over VWAP and absolutely rips. We have a small 3-bar play here. It continues higher, and then we run into some resistance up at 1880, which is a daily level from a few days ago. All right, so let's talk about it here, and let's look at this live stream. So these trades were pretty quick, right? We got ourselves very green very quickly here. So we're going to be paying attention to the right-hand corner of the screen. And right now we're pushing 1680, right, for some context. And the volume is coming in. So I'm going to watch for a break of 17. And I'm going to get long and I'm going to get aggressive. And we'll watch the sequence here. So it's push. In fact, let's go back a little bit more, right? Because this thing had some huge range. So 1677 is on the ask. It's a huge spread, 30-cent spread at times. So this is where I start to notice it. I'm like, okay, I like what I'm seeing here. High of day is a ways away, so this thing might have some room to keep going. And my first entry comes at 97. It rips up here to 30. There's a decent trade of 30 cents. It's going to get to a high of 80. Well, 70. It pulls back here. I'm back in and I'm back out. There's 530 very quickly. All right. Now, this trade here, let's go back again. So we're in at 97. We're out. We size up here a little bit. We're back in at 30, which is a great entry, right? Spreads tight right here. Spreads are and this is, guys, if a stock like this comes along and there's like a 5-cent spread, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have like a plus $10,000 day. I really love to trade these type of stocks, but the spreads are what, it really presents a problem, right? Liquidity. So, yeah, here we go. We break over 50. I'm selling between 60 and 70 in the spreads. Right here, I'm watching high of day. But, this was such a sudden move, man. I'm watching it get back in because I know over 80, there's a high chance we see 18. So watch this. It's so sudden. The look at the tape right here. This is my tape reading skills. The move hasn't really started yet. The volume isn't really flooding in just yet, but I already noticed, yep, it's go time. Relentless is already long. And unfortunately, we do not get the break into the halt. I'm watching to be selling this, either holding half into the halt or selling into the halt, which is at 1823. We get up to 97. There's 18. And if you look at the sellers here, there's not that many sellers. So it's essentially a lack of buyers. And we were a little too extended from this move that started all the way down here around 1560s. And so I'm back out scratch. And that was the end of the sequence. That's how we made our money on GFAI. And unfortunately, after that, we didn't get to do too much more, right? Because we did pull back right here, curled up, we pulled back again, and then curled up before it was really on the backside. So, in between this small area here, we did miss out on some potential gains. But all in all, it was a pretty decent day. And green is good. Again, grateful to be green. And, catching myself in the moment and still managing risk despite feeling a little frustrated, agitated, and distracted. All right, that's what trading is all about, because guess what? There's going to be days where you're trading and there's road work right in front of your house. You're going to be trading, maybe someone is redoing your roofing. You're going to be trading, maybe there's a baby, right? Some of you guys have kids. You know, there's some toddlers running around screaming. So, you know, when we come into the markets, we have to stay locked in, and there's no excuses. There are no excuses. The car alarms outside could have went off. Doesn't matter. We have to show up, and we know what is necessary here. So let's do what we must to ensure success. If you did enjoy this video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. The channel has not really been doing as well with the like button, so be sure to hit that thumbs up. It does go a long way. And of course, if you are a new viewer, consider subscribing. Catch you guys later. It's been RT, your favorite YouTuber when it comes to day trading. I am signing out.